Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Sometimes a woman will give a non-select man a chance. Now I know some people thinking, oh man, if it's non-select, he ain't getting anybody. Yeah, you know, it's the equivalent of saying, well, he's an 80%, he ain't getting any women. Or he's beta, he's not getting any women. And no, and it's one simple reason why even though I've used 80-20 as a reference for people to understand, the reality is there are men in the 80% who are getting women. The thing is, only real difference between them and maybe the 20%ers is just the treatment. That's it. But they still getting women. Non-select men are still getting women for one very simple reason. There's not enough select men to go around. There isn't. If you look, I know a lot of guys be thinking, oh, they got harems, they got this and that. The select men, the 20%ers, the alphas, yeah, they got all these women just lined up. They've been with a couple hundred women. They don't have time. They don't have time, and as I said in a video last week, if they're a top man, they're gonna limit the women they deal with to the top women. So just the reality is, the women, if they want a man, many of them have to deal with a non-select guy. If they want a man, that's just the reality. They can want that top man all they want. They can fantasize all that. But the reality is they have to give that non-select man a chance. And indeed, some will do that, which is more the subject of this particular video. Some will do that consciously, even if they got access to select men, for one simple reason. I want y'all to think about it. Right? A woman has maybe dealt with some, say she was that hottie when she was young, right? She was that hottie, and she's literally dealt with select men. She's been ran through, so to speak. She's been dogged out, all of that. She looks for something different. Yeah, she starts looking for something different. She just say, you know, all these fine dudes done like tore up everything. You know, left her with the shoes, have her spending money on a therapist and everything. Okay. She said, you know what? They need to get this ugly dude a chance. See what's up. And that's why you get some dudes, they can be physically unattractive to a woman and still get some play as long as they got something. Because the women, they just like, okay, let me give this guy some time. Or, you know, the guy might not be like that 6'4" dude, which, well, 97% of men aren't 6'4", but let's just go with it for purposes of illustration. She might say, you know what, she need to get that 5'9" dude a chance. She'll do that. She'll do that. Usually what happens with a lot of them, though, they still not happy. And of course, you know, like most people, most humans, men or women, they ain't gonna look at themselves and say, well, they the common denominator no matter what. But still, they'll give that man a chance. They'll still get with him. In fact, you have a group of players. You do have some players who are non-select and actually have decent counts. They actually have decent counts. You do. You know? And the reason why, they just good at finding that woman. Now, yeah, they ain't gonna get it right away. They ain't gonna get the 90 right away, of course. But they'll just work them. And they'll just be persistent, stay on it. Then the woman's like, yeah, you know what? Let me give this guy a chance. The women usually sorry afterwards, but they'll still give them. And then that's one scenario. Sometimes a woman will consciously go for a quote unquote nice guy. Notice I say quote unquote because I've done a video before saying a lot of nice guys really aren't nice. But they'll go for it. They'll go for that guy even though they don't have a strong attraction. They'll try to find something. In fact, that's a major issue out here now anyway. You get a lot of women, they will find, you know, they'll go out with that guy, maybe even marry that guy. But then that guy double back home. Yo, Joe Roughneck, here it come. they double back home, somebody else tearing up that woman, and you know, the dude like going up and down inside that woman happily and look back and say, my bad. This you, man? No, but seriously though, you get a lot of women, they will settle, they'll give them a chance, they'll do whatever. And usually it's a case of either they find out the dude was just as bad as the other guys and probably even hate him, trying to dog him out, or the dude just don't excite them. But they will still give them a chance. They'll still give them a chance. And it's, like I say, a very simple reason. Let me reiterate this, because you get some guys who on the outside looking in and they think like the select men have nothing better to do but just go in and out of women. If they got a life, no. Yeah, no, if they got a life, they got something to do, they working. And remember, I did a video saying most of them productive. They don't have time to. They don't have time to. You know? They don't have time to. Because they living their lives. You know, and then, you know, of course they get that finer woman, so it's like they don't have incentive to go in and out of a bunch of women, you know? So I want y'all to understand that, but it's just a reality out there. It's just a reality. You got a lot of women who they dealing with a non-select man. That's why you got sexless marriages. That's why you got infidelity. That's why you have a lot of stuff. That's why you have paternity fraud. That's why you have paternity fraud. It's just a reality. It's just a reality out here. And, you know, I know some people, you know, and of course I know there's some people that probably say, well, I'm non-select, I ain't getting nothing. Okay, I ain't say it was all non-select, man. In fact, you got a significant portion of non-select men who just really just need to maybe tweak something here, you know, maybe lose some weight here, put on some weight, maybe just get a different haircut, maybe just change their attitude, and they can become select. It's not hard. That's why I always say, that's what I'm teaching. Don't think you're stuck. I would say the overwhelming majority of men can become select, at least to some woman, the majority. There's some who still, they just gonna be in trouble, but that's unfortunate, but that's something deeper, don't have nothing to do with the women. That's more on their mindset. But it is what it is, yo. It is what it is. And like I said, sometimes, most of the time, the guy ain't really any better. It might even have an attitude, might want to dog him out, just say, yeah, you wouldn't give me anything. You know, maybe trying to pretend like they select or something, doing some stuff they think a select man is doing. Or, you know, it's a genuinely good guy, genuinely good intentioned guy, but he might need to double back home. And if the baby's born, definitely do a paternity test. Seriously. Which, I'm going to just say, political thing, it should be mandatory. Paternity test really should be mandatory. So anyway, that's all I have for right now. I'll get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.